Hello dear children, today we will learn how to represent rational numbers in a number line. Children, when we were representing integers on a number line, you know that we were taking 0 as the center point, and towards the right hand side we were taking the positive integers. That means it was 1, 2, 3 and so on, and towards the left hand side we were always representing the negative integers. That was -1, -2, -3. In this way we were going in this order, if you can see the arrow over here. So now, in order to represent rational numbers, children, the first we have in question number 1, bit number 1 is 1 by 4. Children, remember, when we have to represent rational numbers, we will check the denominator and we will divide it into that many equal parts. So 1 by 4 over here will lie somewhat in between 0 and 1, and according to the question, we are going to divide it into 4 equal parts. If I divide 0 and 1 into 4 equal parts, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So now first part is your 1 upon 4. Second part is 2 upon 4. Third part is 3 upon 4. And how did I get 1? That is my fourth part. It is, children, 4 upon 4, which will give you as 1. Okay. So 4 upon 4 will give you 1. I have divided my intervals equally into 4 different parts because my denominator in the question was given as 4. So therefore my first part is 1 upon 4, which I have to represent. So basically we are checking the denominator and dividing it into that many equal parts. In the second bit we have 2 by 5, children. As I told you, we are going to check the denominator. We have 5 in the denominator. So I am going to divide it into 5 equal parts. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, children, with equal interval of 5. Now this is 1 upon 5, 2 upon 5, 3 upon 5, 4 upon 5, and children, 5 upon 5 will give me 1, right? So 2 upon 5 lies in between 0 and 1, and this is the second interval given. So remember, children, check the base or the denominator and take it into that many equal parts. Now in the third bit, if you can see, in the third bit we have 5 by 2. This is something different where you can see the numerator is greater than the denominator. 5 by 2. Now pay attention. When I say 5 by 2, children, if I divide 5 by 2, what am I getting? 2 2s are 4 and I am getting a remainder of 1. You know how to convert it into mixed fraction. That is 2 quotient 1 upon 2, remainder upon this part. So 2 1 by 2. I can write it as 2 plus 1 by 2. Yes, children, because now from this I got to know that 2 whole 0, 1, 2. That means it is covering till 2. I'll come from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 whole is covered. Then after 2, 1 by 2. 1 by 2, you know how to represent. We have represented 1 by 4, 2 by 5. Same way, 1 by 2 will also be represented. So it will be divided into 2 equal parts. So after 2, I am going to divide it into 2 equal parts. Okay, children. So then I have 1 by 2. After dividing it into 2 equal parts, I got my 5 by 2. Okay, and the next will be 6 by 2. So what is 6 by 2, children? It will be 3 itself. Okay. So my number or rational number 5 by 2 lies in between 2 and 3, and because we have got the denominator here as 2, I have divided into 2 equal parts and I got my rational number 5 by 2. So when you have such kind of rational number, you should pay attention and check out by converting it into a mixed fraction that what is my next rational number part. From this you got to know that it lies somewhat in between 2 and 3. But how many divisions had to be done and what will be the rational number? Okay children. Now the fourth part is 22 by 7. 22 by 7, again you can see the numerator is greater. So if I divide it, 7 3s are 21. And then we are getting 1 as the remainder, 1 upon 7. So 3 whole 1 upon 7. 3 whole 1 upon 7 means 3 plus 1 upon 7. It will lie in between 3 and 4 children. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Till 3 it is covering the whole part. Okay children. After 3 we are making how many divisions? Now you know that the denominator is 7. So we have to divide it into 7 equal divisions after 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 equal divisions. Yes children. So now the first part is your 22 upon 7. Then second part is 23 upon 7, then 24 upon 7, 25 upon 7, 26 upon 7, 27 upon 7 and 28 upon 7 children. What is it going to give you? 4. From this you got to know that 22 upon 7 lies somewhat in between 3 and 4. The first division that we have created in between 3 and 4 is 22 upon 7. Whenever you find the numerator greater than the denominator children, first of all convert it into mixed fraction, check out what is the rational number part formed and divide it into that many equal divisions. So now let us see one of your negative one. Okay. So, 6th bit we have minus 5 by 3. Okay children, it's again an improper rational number. In that case, when we have an improper fraction, we will again divide it and check. So, minus 5 by 3, 3 ones are 3, then we are left with 2, so 2 upon 3. Okay, minus 1, 2 upon 3. You can divide it and check out also. You know how to convert it. 3 ones are 3 and we are left with 2 children, and it was a negative minus 5. So we are getting minus 1 2 by 3. So minus 1 whole and then 2 by 3 as a rational number. So as I told you when we started, negative we are going to write it towards the left hand side. So towards the left hand side, minus 1 is whole. Then we are going to divide it into how many divisions? 3 divisions. 1, 2 and 3. Okay children. And in between those 3 divisions, which part are we going to take? We are going to take the second one. So this will be after the 3 we have minus 1, and then we have here minus 4 by 3, minus 5 by 3. Yes children. Then minus 6 by 3, which will give you minus 2. Why did I consider it as minus 4 by 3? Because we have started with after minus 1. Minus 1 means minus 3 by 3, right? That is minus 1. So after minus 1 we had minus 1 whole, and after minus 1 whole we had 2 by 3. So checking the denominator, we have divided into 3 equal divisions, and the second part, because the numerator is 2, so second part we are taking it as minus 5 by 3. This is how we are going to denote, or how we are going to represent a negative rational number. Negative rational number will be represented towards the left hand side whenever we are starting with it. So as you can see children, I have written, you have to do it in your rough copy. Practice the rest of the sums given in question number 1 itself. So exercise 4F Question number 1 only you have to practice in the rough copy. Take care children. Thank you.